Well, well, well. We got it turned around. How about it? What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live on a Saturday night. Alabama, Mississippi State. We'll also keep an eye on the Penn State, Minnesota game. We got a lot to talk about, actually. Uh, we got South Carolina up at the half, 17-14 over Texas A&M. Penn State is currently up almost halftime, 17-10 over Minnesota. Georgia was on a bye. Oregon pulls off UCLA. Keep an eye on Kansas State and TCU, looking like a potential upset there. LSU upsets number 7 Ole Miss 45-20. There's a lot that took place today. What's up, Nate? How you doing? I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link, and we hope to get you guys on. But there's a lot that's taken place today in college football. I have had a great week. I hope everyone else has. Got some family visiting this weekend. We went out to dinner, and we really just hung out, spent some time. Uh, haven't really followed college football today like I normally do. Um, but we can view some of these games and see what all we might have missed. So let me drop the StreamYard link right there. So we drop the StreamYard link and we'll get you guys on. Mississippi State with the ball against Alabama. Here's a throw, incomplete, knocked away. Let's get Nate on.
What
What
up,
up?
Howard?
How you doing?
Good. I watched
How
some.
did Michigan play today? Right? Who did they play?
I didn't play the bye week like Georgia did.
Oh, okay. So Georgia, Michigan on a bye.
Yeah,
Um,
and Michigan State because next week is the rivalry games. Well, some, but like the the largest cocktail party, or whatever it is. Um,
is
and
that next week? Let's go, man. That's always a good one.
the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the trophy,
Yep.
is next week too. And I think in my in I think this is my guess. I think game day is gonna be in Land. No. I think it's gonna be in Ann Arbor. I think that's my guess for
How
next
is
week because
Michigan
it's
State? How is Michigan State doing though? Because that does say a lot.
And
they're horrible. Well,
What's up,
they're
Alvin?
at it. What's up?
the Michigan State's defense is horrible. Like Tennessee's is, but their offense is kind of decent. But I haven't seen a whole lot from Michigan State because, yeah. Now Michigan, on the other hand, can run the ball really well. They can also pass it if they need to. Their defense is the big surprise of this year because a lot of people doubt Michigan for its defense because they lost a lot or two guys on defense.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can agree on that.
Yeah, and yet they're still playing really well on defense.
Yeah, true. Their defense is not looking too bad. I can say that much.
Yeah, and plus they're not giving up too many points. And as a Michigan fan, I'm kind of surprised that and this defense is still following the footsteps. Well, no, what's the fault? Like just like uh um doing the right path like they did last year, I think, or going
Yeah,
the right path. So
Yeah.
and they could still, Michigan is still very much alive for it all. They could
yeah,
still win the Big Ten East, win the Big Ten again, and maybe make it back to the CFP. I just don't. I personally don't think it's going to happen because I'm so high on Ohio State this year. But
yeah.
anything's possible, man. I think that you guys are on a good path.
No, you gotta think about this. I know. Sorry. And I know a lot of people are high on Ohio State this year. You gotta think of this. All many players on the Ohio State team hasn't beat Michigan at all. Well, like the current players on Ohio State right now, they don't know what it feels to beat Michigan, like Michigan beat uh, Ohio State. So
Yeah,
I'm not saying they will lose. I'm just saying in general, um, they just don't know how not to win, but like what's like how it feels to win there. Um, but like I said, anything can happen. I doubt. I actually. I think. I think. Right now, if Michigan and Ohio State play, probably Ohio State win by, in my eyes, probably 7 points. It's like
yeah,
7 points. Which is a close game if that happened. But it has potential to be good, a really really good game for the
Yeah,
game.
true.
I
Yeah,
agree.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. Well, okay, I'm gonna
You
say this
know,
real quick.
in all
Okay.
honesty, I'd say Michigan has a bright future with that great defense.
Yeah, and, and I agree. Um, I know a lot of people don't know the names on the defense, so I'll tell you
Yeah.
the
Yeah, but I
uh,
sure do. And I think you guys have a bright future with that great defense, Nate. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, but the sad thing is a lot of them are seniors though that have they have this is their first year playing. You gotta think about it. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but they could come back if they wanted to, but like um we do have a lot of defensive freshmen that can step in, but um
Yeah.
um but yeah, Michigan, I agree with you, it has a bright future. Um I just think it's this year's a down year, in my eyes, but we haven't lost Iowa. We won against Iowa. We won against Penn State. We won based all the games so far. Um, and
Yes.
and most people thought Penn State's gonna knock out Michigan, which that didn't happen.
I never doubt Michigan.
Well, that's good. um, which fan are you, or what team you root for?
My team,
Yeah,
Virginia.
I respect that. I guess they're not really good this year, but I respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I just want I want Clemson to not be too dominant ACC, and And although they are, I want someone else to get. Well, actually, last year someone else got a chance, so whatever. I'll take it back. Like Wake Forest won or the Pitt won last year for the AC championship. The Pitt won or Wake won for the ACC championship for last year.
What's up in the chat? We got Sorgy Stories. He's
Who's
saying, let's go Phillies. I'm pulling for the Phillies
mm,
for sure. What's up, Jacob Watson? He says Bama has defended the air raid really well over the years. Yeah, and they're doing okay with that tonight in this game here. It's currently 24-0 with 8.5 to play in the third.
I always heard that air
Oh,
raid.
speaking of, is Alabama winning right now?
Yeah.
Of course.
Um. But always heard that the air raid is one of the most difficult offensive schemes. Is that true, or it used to be, or Ballard?
I'm sorry, I missed that, Nate. What were you saying?
I always heard that that air raid the offensive scheme uh is usually tough on some defenses. Is that true? Or
It is. The air raid offense is what we're seeing a lot of in college football today. And I think that it is definitely hard to defend that. I think it's, what we're seeing more of because it's working against defenses. And I think that it's hard to, you have all these speedy receivers, you have great quarterback play, and that's very hard to defend. So I would definitely agree on that part.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, I just wanted to ask that. That's all. But
Yeah.
my God.
Close game between Minnesota and Penn State right now.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's at the half, 17-10. You also got South Carolina's up on Texas A&M 17-14.
Ooh,
There's a couple close games.
yeah, man. Got a couple close ones. Wasn't South Carolina favored to win over Texas
I'll be
A&M?
right back. I'm gonna
I
eat some
think A&M
sandwich.
was favored.
Got it. Minnesota's defense looked pretty good in that first half.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Even though they're down, I mean, it still is. It's looked pretty good because, you know, Penn State has that kind of offense this year that is very hard to defend. They got Sean Clifford. They got some great receivers. Um, they've always had a good run game, you know, and especially this year with Katron Allen. So I would agree with you there that Minnesota's defenses look pretty good. I mean, they shut out Penn State in the first quarter, but giving up 17 points and letting them go on a 17-7 run in the second quarter. They got to clean it up the next couple quarters.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, you can never count out a consistent team like Minnesota. They can play really consistent on that defensive line.
They actually can.
Yeah.
And so far, Penn State has had a turnover, but they lead in first downs, time of possession, and total yards. So that's kind of what's keeping them in this game.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry for being quiet. Just keeping an eye on the Kings Caps game right now.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm keeping an eye on the Alabama game, so I'm kind of quiet too.
Yeah.
We got a good run game going tonight, so I guess that's a good thing. And
Yeah.
Bryce is looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good.
Again, we dropped the StreamYard link. Anyone's welcome on at any point. Just click the link, and we can get you on in the stream. So we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube as well. We got my good friend Dominic on here. Bryce Young looking like he's 100% tonight, looking pretty healthy. Again, he had kind of a scare a couple weeks ago against, oh, which game was it? Don't go blank.
Uh, what happened exactly?
He was hit pretty hard and had a shoulder injury.
Ooh.
Arkansas, that was it. It was the
Oh,
Arkansas game, which we won big time. And he left the game with a shoulder injury, and Jalen Milrow came in. And the next week he started against Texas A&M, but Bryce Young pretty much came back for us in the Tennessee game. Just didn't have enough to get a victory.
hmm.
Here's Bryce, got to escape pressure, and he can't. Bryce Young goes down.
Uh,
That's a good. That was good defense right there, and that was really the first big defensive play all night for the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
what's the score right now between Mississippi
20,
State and Bama?
24 to nothing right now in favor of the Tide.
Of course.
Here's Bryce. Young got to get away, and he goes down again on 2nd and 19. Man, Bryce, you got to get away from this here. He's getting ready to throw. The ball was actually knocked out. He fell on it.
What is Bryce Young doing?
I don't care. He's still my quarterback. Let's go, buddy. Need a big play here. 3rd and 26. Here's Young. Gonna roll out. Gotta escape pressure. Loads up. Goes deep to the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Trayshawn Holden. 4th down. So they'll have to punt it away here. 24-0 the score. 4.5 left in the third. So Jameer Gibbs has had 5 carries for 33 yards. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
Ja'Cory
that's not
Brooks
bad.
leads the game. Ja'Cory Brooks leads the game so far in receiving 2 receptions for 56 yards. Bryce is 18 of 27, 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. Has yet to throw a pick in tonight's game.
And Washington held off LA 4-3. Game just ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a much needed rebound win for us.
Are you talking about MLB? You said 4-3.
No, I meant the Capitals over the Kings.
Oh, NHL. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fixing to say too. Like you said, Washington. I'm like, the Nationals didn't make it this year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry to put it down like that, but
No,
looks like we lost Dominic. What's up, Brock? My man. I like that Bryce Young picture right there, man. I like it. Eli Ricks is showing out tonight. Absolutely. Defending the passes, breaking it up. Yes, sir. The defense as a whole, I think, is showing out tonight. That's just my personal viewpoint and opinion. I mean, you can't have a perfect game, but to not give any points up thus far, and you know, I will say Will Rogers has thrown for 152 yards on Alabama tonight, but that's that stuff that you just got to shake off and clean up a little bit. They've done better in the secondary in this second half here, in my opinion. So from the 10-yard line, here's Mississippi State going deep. or not really deep, but over the middle. What's up, Steve Pearson? How you doing, brother? LSU might give you all a test. I fully agree with that statement. Brock says, dude, we should have had Ricks on Hyatt in Tennessee. He's a lockdown corner. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened in that Tennessee game that I, we had the right players out there, but not the right matchups. If you get what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different things you could say about that game, and you could pick and choose whatever. Marco Helms is having a good night. Juan Soto with a home run right now for the Padres, up 6-4 in the top of the fifth inning over the Philadelphia Phillies. If anyone wants to join the stream, you're welcome to. I dropped the StreamYard link. We are live on Facebook and YouTube tonight, streaming on two platforms. And we really just want to hang out, have some fun, some good conversation, and talk some college football. What's up? Steve Pearson, he says some of these Tennessee fans need to be knocked down a few pegs. Well, hopefully Georgia does that for them here in a couple weeks. .308 left in the third, 24-0 Alabama. So Alabama on bye week next week, and then they got a trip to Baton Rouge, going to play the LSU Tigers, the Tigers. Who else do we have? Ole Miss on the road, so back-to-back road games for Alabama. Austin P at home. Always play a group of five team like that before the big one, the Iron Bowl. And man, are we going to have some fun with that one. Iron Bowl hate week. Or love week. See, you don't hate your rivalry. And I guess in a way, like, I guess they're kind of right. Like, you shouldn't really hate teams in your state, but I'm a little salty when it comes to Auburn. I'll be honest, as a fan. Just confession time with you. Jalen Moody recovered the fumble. So Alabama's going to, oh my gosh, we're going to have great field position here. Handoff Gibbs, and he's going to be tripped up. Hey, what's up, Jerry? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Offsides on number 93 for Mississippi State. 118. I'm sorry, 116 left in the third. 24-0 Alabama here at Bryant Denny Stadium. Handoff Gibbs. Gibbs carries, goes forward, and going to be a face mask call here. This is probably going to help the Tide even more. It was actually Jace McClellan in there with Bryce Young. I apologize, not Gibbs. But a face mask. Duncan, number 19 for Mississippi State, got a hold of Jace McClellan. Here's Young, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Tried to get it to Cam Latu. Jump ball there. Alabama facing second and goal. Tonight, they have yet to be on fourth down. They're 6 of 12 on third down. They got 17 first downs in this game. 250 yards total offense. 220 of those are passing. 30 rushing yards for the Crimson Tide tonight. Bad snap. Bryce falls on it. I'm sorry, Roydell Williams was actually out there to fall on it. What are we doing? Can't be having that. They had Burton in motion. Saban fired up right now. Penn State, Minnesota. We put that in the title. I do want to keep an eye on that, as Penn State has been a team that struggles on the road. Actually, they're at home in this game. I apologize. Although it is true they do struggle on the road. They got their wide out tonight, 17-10 right now over Minnesota, who's 4-2. Minnesota having a pretty good year. If anyone wants to join the stream, I love getting you guys on. Uh, Feel free to click the link, come in here. We can talk college football. Doesn't even have to be about any of the games mentioned in the title. It could be whatever you want to talk about. We could just hang out. In fact, that's really what we do here. In ways, I mean, I know sometimes I do get a little businessy and mean business. I mean, I started this channel for my career in sportscasting. I got a long way to go. I got a lot of improvements to be made, but I think I'm on a good path, good track. So we'll be on here at least until the end of the Alabama game, I think. What's up, Chess? I'm not sad. I'm actually pretty happy. Got family visiting this weekend. I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of going through YouTube a little bit, seeing what everyone's posted because it's been a long and busy day for me. I got a opportunity too. I saw on Twitter, or did I see? Was it Facebook? I think it was Twitter, that Mark Rogers and the voice of college football needs someone to do a post game this week at some point for the Mississippi State Alabama game. So I jumped. You know, when Steve Harvey talks about jump, in his book. Talks about taking risk in life. I took a chance. I messaged Mark. I said, I hear you need some post game coverage and people to talk to about the Mississippi State game. He said, yeah, what can you do? I got him on Tuesday. So, Tuesday, going to talk with Mark Rogers or whoever. I don't know. I'll message him and we'll talk about it, but I think that'd be a good opportunity for me. Do it, bud. You would be good at it. I will watch. Thanks, Chess. I appreciate it, man. So Will Reichard hit the 33-yarder, put the Tide up 27-0. Let's see. Jerry says, Battle, that's a great job making an effort, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Got to take risk. Um, Chess says, you don't know how, and I want you to get to 1,000 subs. I want to get there badly too, man. Absolutely. Sorgi says he's back. He was watching Golden Blue Dude, but Joey's wife is stuck on the side of the interstate, so they had to end it. Uh-oh. Hope everything's okay. Phillies lead 7-6. There you go. Because of my grandfather being a big Phillies fan, I guess I'm pulling for the Phillies too. I know they beat the Braves, but they're a good team. I got nothing against them. Ooh, 28-17. Kansas State. Man. What's up, Jeff? Roll Tide, man. 27-0. Here's a handoff from Mississippi State. Not going anywhere. DeMarco Helms with a hard hit. So there's 13 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the fourth. Alabama's going to rush 4 guys. I'm not even sure what package this is. The timeout's called. Why is my grandfather a Phillies fan from PA? Yeah, he's from the Philly area. And then my grandmother is more on the Pittsburgh side. 7-6. There you go. That's good right there, man. No. 8-6 now. So Sorgi. Gosh, it's been a long day. Not really any home games for men's and women's basketball at Wallace until November. I'm still here. Hold on. Punt. It gets away. They down it around the 30. Again, anyone wants to come on. We haven't gotten anyone on here yet other than We had Dominic for a little bit. Surprised they haven't put Milrow in yet. It's still Bryce Young out there on the field handing it off, and still to Jameer Gibbs. I don't want to see it. I love seeing our starters out there, but at this point, being up 27 to nothing, 12:50 to go in the game, I mean, you think this is where we put second and third string guys out there. Here's Bryce, empty backfield, pointing, throws on the run. It's incomplete. Let's see. 11 minutes to play. Handoff going Gibbs. He's chased out of bounds. Yes, perfect. I need this. Okay. Um, Handoff going. Sorgi says Pops and I were texting about what we're streaming tomorrow. I think it's going to be MLB and NFL because we can't do it together. I'm sick. Sorry you're sick, buddy. If we stream from different parts of the house, it'll work. That is not a bad idea. Again, Sorgi, hope you get to feeling better, bro. Reichard's kick is good. 30 to nothing. I'll probably do it for the game. I mean, this is so cool. I got a chance to write for Golden Blue Dude, if y'all are familiar with him, which I'm sure most of you guys in this community are. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to go back and fix the headline title or something. Yeah, I'll stop by, Sorgi. Let's see, Substack. Here's a pass. Will Rogers incomplete. The team over at GBD, Golden Blue Dude, is great. Hoping to do a collab in Charleston with them over the holidays. That would be awesome, Sorgi. Keep us updated on that. Will Anderson having himself a night. I just don't know. I'm going to be honest. I haven't watched every single second of this game tonight, so I don't have enough knowledge and information to write something post game. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to write some stuff for them and maybe keep in touch with them. He's Sorgi's with me. Barely watched it at all. I got you. Sorgi, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, man. Check out the channel. He's a broadcaster, so he could give you some tips. I can use all the help and tips I can get, man. I'm telling you, I am out here and still young, still trying to learn, still needing advice. So I would definitely appreciate any help or tips he could give me. Who's messaging me? Looking at the Golden Blue Blue page, you're in charge of the Bama section. I've been in talks at least, and so far I've been given an email about Substack, which is what they use to write. And so far as I know, yes, I am supposedly going to be writing for Alabama. Cal Schwarber with the home run. I like it. So 5:45 to go. 30 to nothing Alabama. First and 10 tied. $38 to 10 at the end of the third for Penn State over Minnesota. Keeping an eye on that one. They welcomed the 1992 SEC champion Alabama team at Bryant Denny today. This is, by the way, this is their The homecoming game for Alabama, the Mississippi State game, I believe. How far am I from Atlanta? About 3 hours. It depends on traffic. 30-0. Mississippi State with the ball. Will Anderson getting in your face. Jordan Battle with the breakup there. We might be down there for a Brewers Braves in the next few years, hopefully next July. Hoping to meet up with some of y'all. That would be cool. And we talked about going back to another Braves game next year. So I'm not sure what game exactly, but or if it's gonna happen, but that would be cool. .224. 1st and 10, Mississippi State. Still no score for them. 30-0. Here's Rogers at a shovel pass. And won't really go anywhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2:04 left. They're talking about Pete Golding right now. I don't want to see him get fired. I don't think. See, this is what gets me. Is we have one bad defensive game this season, and it's time to fire him. We played a really good offense. That's fair. We're shutting out a ranked team right now. Pete Golding has worked his tail off. He's got great talent. He knows what he's doing. Give it a break. A minute and 8 seconds left. 30-0 Bama. So we'll end the stream after the Alabama game. Penn State's pretty much annihilating Minnesota right now, 38-17. Handoff, carry, gonna get the first down or be shy. Under a minute now to play, 30-0 Bama. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Comments always appreciated. Remember, Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan for your life. Always try to share love on here. Oh, that was barely out. JoJo Earl was back for the Tide today, too. That was good. 30 seconds. No timeouts for Mississippi State. Here's Rogers. Throws to the end zone. Over the head of the receiver and incomplete. Malachi Moore in coverage, but a flag down with 20 seconds. Saban is mad. He's big mad. Rogers to the end zone. Caught and outside. Second and goal. Come on, defense. Stand tall. Stand tall. Shut out. Shut out. 2 seconds. Handoff. End zone. Crap. They gave up a touchdown. 30-6. I mean, that's the game, but that's the first touchdown in Tuscaloosa for Mississippi State since 2014. Has not been pretty when they come to T-Town. That'll do it for Alabama, Mississippi State, 30-6, the final. Great game, Bama. Great game. See ya, Sorgi. Drop the link again. Anyone's welcome on. We'll give it a few more minutes, then we'll get out of here. Give me 1 second. I'll make a banner with the final score. We'll talk about this and I'll clip it and put it up later. So, Alabama. Three. The final score from Tuscaloosa, 30-6, as the Crimson Tide dominates and bounce back after a tough loss at Tennessee last week, but they dominate a SEC West rival in the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who just entered the top 25 at 24. They fall to 5-3. Alabama advances to 7-1, still very much alive for the college football playoff. Great to see a guy on the screen here, and JoJo Earl being back after having quite an injury to his hamstring. I don't remember the exact injury, but it's good to see someone like him back. You look at Bryce Young in this game, 21 of 35, 249 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs on the ground, 10 carries, 37 yards and a rushing touchdown. The lead receiver tonight, he did not get a touchdown, but Ja'Cory Brooks with 3 receptions for 74 yards. You look at Will Rogers; he did pretty good. He just couldn't find the end zone. Other than Jaquavius Marks with a rushing touchdown on the final play of the game. Will Rogers, 30 of 60, literally right there at 50% completion, 231 passing yards. He's got a good arm. I like Will Rogers. I like his character. I like his poise. Um, I think that he is a really good quarterback in the SEC. I think that he's one of the more underappreciated, underrated guys there is. You look at it, Mississippi State gave up the ball in a turnover. Alabama didn't turn over. Um, you know, 293 yards for Mississippi State, 290 for Alabama. But what kept Alabama in the game? They did have less time of possession. They had more first downs. They just were very explosive tonight overall when you look at this game. And I think that Alabama is back to being Alabama. And I think the defense played better, obviously. And, again, Tennessee is Tennessee, and we're going to see what they're made of. But Alabama to bounce back after the disastrous performance they had on defense against Tennessee last week, to bounce back the way they did against Mississippi State, I think that's pretty special, and I think that's good. So, can we expect them to get in the top five? Can they make the top five? I hope so. Um, we'll see. But 30-6, the final score from Bryant Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Um, Bryce Young just extending plays, finding guys like Ja'Cory Brooks, JoJo Earl, Trayshawn Holden, Jahmyr Gibbs with a rushing touchdown. You look at team stats here. Alabama did not have any fourth down plays. Mississippi State was 3 of 6 on fourth down, 7 of 22 on third down. With 20 first downs in total. Alabama had 21 first downs, 8 of 17. They had 290 yards total offense, 293 yards total offense for Mississippi State. They had 3.8 yards per pass, whereas Alabama had about 7 yards per pass. Um, penalties didn't really kill either one of these teams. Both teams did pretty good. A couple false starts, maybe a couple holding calls, but Mississippi State had only 10 penalties. Alabama had only 3. So I guess that's good if you're either team. Uh, there was one turnover for Mississippi State where they lost a fumble. They got to clean that up a little bit. I think Mississippi State is going to be that team, though. They're 5-3. I'll have to look at their schedule, but they're going to squeak by with a bowl win. I mean, they'll make a bowl, and whoever they play, they might even win it. Um, they're 4th in the SEC West right now, so Mississippi State's got a lot of things to improve on. They got to play Auburn in 2 weeks. Then they got to play Georgia. That's a loss. ETSU, that's a win. And at Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl for Thanksgiving. So, really good game. Good game, Alabama. And they played well. They performed well. And for Alabama, what's up next? A bye week, but then LSU comes to town. So we'll see. Anyway. So I think that's going to do it for tonight's stream, guys. I love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Y'all have a good day at church tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night with college football. I know I will. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Love y'all. Peace.